Hello, welcome to Plug and Play. So today we are going to reviewing Fosi Audio MD3, a magnetic jack and a headphone amp from none other than Fosi. Hey everyone, today we are going to taking a closer look at the brand new Fosi Audio MD3, a compact USB DAC and headphone amplifier that brings together MagSafe convenience, dual USB-C connectivity, a surprisingly useful display, and enough power to drive everything from sensitive IMs to demanding headphones. Now, full disclosure, Fosi sent me this unit free of charge, but as always, this review reflects my genuine experience after spending time with it. So the question is simple. Is MD3 actually worth your money, or is it just another dongle DAC trying to stand out with flashy features? Let's find out. So, unboxing and first impressions. Inside the box, Fosi keeps things straightforward. There is two USB-C cable. One is straight and one is L-shaped. As you can see, there is a USB-A adapter, user documentation, and of course, MD3 itself. As you can see, there's also a protective poly applied to the OLED screen, and here is magnetic, as you can attach it to your phone bag. So that is very handy, and hats off to the Fosi audio team. So the first thing that struck me was how substantial it feels. Let's take a closer look at the DAC amp. There's the volume up, volume down button, and the functionality button. Here's 4.4mm jack, 3.5mm jack, and USB Type-C for input. And here's the orange button to select your functionality. So pictures make it look like a typical dongle DAC, but in hand, it feels denser and more premium than expected. The chassis is entirely metal. No, this is plastic, and the side chassis is metal, I guess. And while the rear is covered with orange leather that houses the magnetic attachment system, as I have said it before. And yes, the orange leather is definitely a statement. It's very soothing to touch. I jokingly call it a carrot cheek. You will either love it or hate it, but at least it gives the MD3 some personality in a market filled with anonymous black rectangles. So the front house a circular display capable of showing album artwork, playback information, custom GIF, and even a few mini games. It sounds gimmicky on paper, but after using it for a while, I actually found it surprisingly charming. Then there's the orange multifunction button. If it is one of those tiny details you didn't think about until you use it, the tactile click is incredibly satisfying. Every press feels deliberate and premium, and somehow it makes navigating the device more enjoyable than it has any right to be. So let's talk about build quality and design. Let's talk hardware. Cables. The included cables are excellent. They're short enough to keep portable setups clean, but still feel robust and well made. No unnecessary cable clutter, no awkward lanes dangling everywhere. One thing worth mentioning, if you're still using an older Lightning-based iPhone, you will need to provide your own adapter or cable. So remind that. Chassis. The combination of metal and leather gives MD3 a premium tactile feel. The textured coating helps with grip and prevents the device from feeling slippery when attached to a phone. I also really appreciate the dual USB-C ports. Here is one USB-C port, and here is another USB-C port. If I'm focusing that area, as you can see, here is one USB-C port and here is another. And there is Fosi audio tiny detail, which I admire. One can stay connected to your desktop while other remains attached to your phone, making transitions between devices far more convenient than constantly unplugging and reconnecting cables. My only real complaint is that dust tends to collect in the fine grooves around the front panel, and the rubberized texture may not be everyone's favorite finish. As for MagSafe implementation, it works well enough, but I honestly wish the magnetic hold were a little stronger. This magnetic hold, it should be great if it would be a little stronger. Overall, the build feels thoughtfully designed and refreshingly different, feature and everyday use. From usability standpoint, the MD3 is refreshingly simple. On Windows, it was completely plug and play. No driver headache, no compatibility issue, no setup drama. The display isn't just there for aesthetic either. You can rotate the screen, adjust brightness, display your album artwork, upload your custom GIFs, access setting, play built-in mini games. It is a fun feature that genuinely improves navigation while adding character to the device. The MD3 also supports both USB 1 and USB 2 modes, which is great news for console users and anyone who values board compatibility. So let's have a look at the interface if you are connected through to a USB-C. So I have a cable inserted. As you can see, the first option comes to the display is whether you want English or another language. So I have selected English, and to rotate the options, you just press volume up or down and select the option from here also. So software version, factory reset, back, USB mode. So USB mode, it shows audio DAC, photo sync and back. So on audio DAC option, USB mode, have audio photo sync back, and on output gain you have low and high. On USB mode you can select the USB 1 or USB 2 as you preferred. Source volume, you can turn this on or off. Digital filters, there is plenty of digital filters according to your needs. Minimum phase, appetizing, fast linear. Can I select the option from here? Yeah, the options remain there if you select something. So let me back a bit. There is brightness. It is now on 60%. So if I choose 100%, it would be much brighter. There is screen saver option. So I've all this default comes in off. There's saver mode, screen off, user image, back. So, and there is also slideshow. There is rotating screen option, 90 degree, 180, 270. There's language, as you saw. There is software version. If they roll out any software to be upgraded, you can upgrade this easily. And here's the volume. So what about the power and technical performance? For such a compact device, the MD3 delivers impressive power. It handled every IM I tested effortlessly, while also providing enough headroom for more demanding headphones, including HD 800S. But I would say the base was thin because it was struggling a bit to drive HD 800S. I wasn't say it was struggling. It was struggling to bring out more characters to the HD 800S, but it drives enough power, enough power to hear the sound spectrum, but the sound characters, they don't highlight it much as very expensive DAC or amp. What impressed me even more, however, was the implementation of volume control. For a cabled DAC or amp with MagSafe and legendary volume control, it is excellent value compared to options like Kynar U3 or X-Duo linked to Bell. It wins in control precision and circular shape, fun display feature. Downsides: no Bluetooth playback controls or equalizer or parametric equalizer, which some other modern dongles include. But if your goal is high quality cabled audio, MD3 punches above its weight. So the pros is there is 100 step volume control, solid metal and leather build, MagSafe, dual USB-C ports, as you can see, clicky fun buttons, cute customizable display, plenty of advanced settings. And the cons is there is no Bluetooth, no compatible with older phones, no playback buttons, MagSafe could be much stronger, no parametric EQ or EQ. So my final verdict is, if I say on sound section, the bass, in a sense, this is a neutral sounding DAC and amp, and it delivers quite satisfying technical performance with good pairing with low demanding IM and low demanding headphones. The bass wasn't gloomy, the mid bass was clean, the mids on the vocal section, they sounded good. Female vocals doesn't have any shoutiness, and on treble it wasn't boosted, so the treble was kind of smooth in a sense. So if I say, the judging from its price, the sound is 5 out of 5, the build quality is 4 out of 5, and the usability is 4 out of 5. If there is parametric EQ, I would give it extra mark on usability. And if I judge it from value perspective, it will get 4 out of 5. So the Fosi MD3 is a tiny powerhouse, perfect for PC and cable audio lover with fun, personality, and unmatched volume control. Not a fully phone DAC yet, but it is close, and I'm excited to see what Fosi does next. If you love precision, fun visuals, and high quality sound in a small package, it is very small, this might be your next favorite DAC. So if you have any question regarding MD3, feel free to comment below. So that's it for today. Hope you see on the next video. Thank you.